Let's go. Let's go. Back again. Good morning, y'all. What's up? How's everyone doing today? Hopefully everybody's okay. We're going to get into it. What's up? What's up? Back again, y'all. Back again. Closing the summer out strong. Ha ha ha. What's up, y'all? How was your summer? How many of y'all had a good summer? Raise your hand. You go back to school and they say, how was your summer? How was your summer so far, y'all? How many of y'all been having a good summer? How many of y'all been having a bad summer? I'm just checking on y'all. That's it. We up. You know what I'm saying? We back at it again, top of the top. Like we always do around this time. What's up, Gigantic? What's up, PJ? What's up, T-Mo? What's up, Sandra? What's up, OG Tiger? What's up, Nikki? Too gorgeous. Let me show them how the chat run. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why they, like I said, everybody's on this industry stuff, cloning, copying, playing roles. But they clowns. This is nothing but an internet streaming service. And it's for having fun. That's all it's for. They have turned this into everything else, y'all. Shout out to Marcellus Wiley for making up that news on himself. Good job, sir. Anyway, man, I still talk. They still don't get negative news means no forward progress. You know what I'm saying? Negative news just means a lot of people are going to check in on you. And then when they don't believe you, they're going to check back out. What's up, y'all? We up? I'm talking about smoke, man. I'll get bored, man. I'm not bored today. We got a lot to talk about. You feel me? But we always got to set the tone. Shout out to the chat. You see that? What's up, y'all? I've been seeing a lot, y'all. It looked like everybody on YouTube is like a predator now. To like a lot of people just looking like predators to me, y'all. It looked like there's a lot of people on here predatory, like for subscribers now and opinions. This is getting weird, y'all. We back at it though. Oh, why am I saying that? Guys, I'm only saying all that because at the end of the show, I'm going to go into, once again, YouTube has made new changes. So, if you lose your channel now, if you lose your monetization, they're making it where you're never coming back. And I'm telling you, the walls are closing in. The content getting more perverted, dirty, slowing up, trash. And everybody has failed the test, y'all. One of the tests and proof is you saw a lot of people couldn't step their channel up. Get it? People that's supposed to be on certain level, like people that have been on here for years. It's people that have been on here 10 years, 8 years, 12. We're going to get into it, y'all. I tried to drop the link. I had to drop the link, y'all. Excuse me. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, YouTube don't push videos out. They definitely don't push mine out. So y'all got to excuse me. But we about to get into it. Get your stuff together. Thank you very much. Hold up. Let me slow it up. I got it now. What's up? Yeah. Oh, your name changed. What's up, Latanya? I was looking down. I'm about to get into it though. We live, y'all. We live, man. I ain't gotta be on no clock. How y'all doing today? We about to take off. So let me just get into the topics real quick. You know how I do. We gonna always talk about stuff that ain't in the title. And let's go. All right. Chrisean Rock has said that basically her and Blueface is bigger than jayz and Beyonce right now. Something like that. Don't quote me on it. Nothing I say as a fact. Always remember that. Always remember that. Nothing I say as a fact. Because if I'm not there, I'm not in that person's head, I don't know what was said and done, and I ain't see it. So I'm just saying, right? According to what I saw, that she said out of her mouth, is that they are bigger than jayz and Beyonce, something like that. But we're going to get into it because within this story, what I want to talk about is to give these people more education from the peanut gallery. They must be educated. There's a difference between being big. It's a difference between having influence. It's a difference between being popular And there's a difference in being rich. But you guys always mix everything up because you don't know no better. See, you didn't understand. When we went to school, we might have all been in the 7th grade. But you had the first tier 7th graders for geniuses. That was called ESP, people like that. Then you had the second tier 7th graders. Then you had the third tier 7th graders. They were the ones smart, but on their way being bad. Then you had the 4th level 7th graders. That class was starting to get slower, but they were bad. Then you had the 5th, they were bad. Then after that, special ed. But y'all think everything is always together, but it's not. You know that? See, a lot of y'all don't understand school. It was some people on honor rolls in your class, and you wasn't. See, we could be in the same class. She's on the honor roll, but I failed. Do you get it? So everything is mixed up in y'all world, but that's not reality. Just because we all in the same class don't mean we all going to be in honor roll. It also don't mean we all going to fail. But y'all didn't understand what school teaches us. School teaches you that you are an individual and everything in life is individual. And you didn't learn individuality because you're a follower, which means you didn't grow up till you use your brain and you don't have common sense. That's why it's a saying called jumping off the bridge, off the cliff. That's where the followers go at. Now we're going to get into all of this. I finally get to get into the conversation of what? Internet sensations, online celebrities. In their mind, online celebrity means they made it. But in reality, they didn't. I went into it yesterday. Yes, little promo. Yes, yes, yes. When I went into the reality of Biggie Smalls, his estate is gone. But in reality, what I went into, Biggie never made it out of Brooklyn. He never made it out of New York. It was all a fantasy. I'll give you a hint. Tupac neither. Biggie did not own mansions. I'm going to leave it at that. So I'm going to tell you how this game play out. People don't understand my concept. I don't want to be famous. Told them that for day one. Meaning, I packed it up a long time. I understood the game a long time ago. And when I came on YouTube, I told them I don't want to be big. And I made sure I said a whole lot of stuff on purpose so I would never be big. I said a whole lot of stuff on purpose just to stay where I'm at. Because I told you, I'm cool in the underground. This is where I be at. I'm a mixtape guy. I'm a bootleg DVD watching type of dude. I like the underground. What else I know? Underground got its own fan base. But see, you got industry people. They want to act like the underground. You got industry people can't focus on their industry endeavors. You got industry people not making industry grow. They're not pushing the culture forward. And everybody's becoming low level. Because everybody's also in desperation for money. So why am I saying that? Guys, in my head, online doesn't mean real. Sorry. In my head, online means having fun, entertainment. But when you've been on this thing for 10, 15 years, like I said, and you're getting likes, clicks, and views in these numbers, you think it's real. But it's not. I'm ready. Let's go. What else we talking about today? We're going to be talking about Oprah, Harpo. Because we know what Harpo, we know on this channel, Harpo been getting roasted. Every time she show her face, she get roasted. She got roasted again. Harpo is finished, but Harpo the one accepted. So being that Harpo getting all this smoke, Harpo was still trying to do distractions. Harpo now comes out with Stedman. Trying to prove to us that her and Stedman are lovers now. After all that Gale backlash. So we're going to talk about that, Stedman. Now I'm going to tell you today about Stedman. Screw all of y'all. I don't want to hear none of y'all talking about this empowerment. I'm sick of a lot of y'all. You know why? Y'all sat back and watched Oprah turn Stedman into a you-know-what. He's a servant. Stedman is Oprah's servant. Guys, y'all didn't understand Oprah had Stedman in bondage. It is said Stedman has to sleep on her property. He got his own house in the back, like a shed, like plantation owners. That's how Oprah got Stedman. And ain't none of y'all try to free Stedman yet. That's why I don't rock with y'all. All these marches for George, all this stuff y'all fighting for, nobody fought for Stedman. The whole time, this man Stedman could have been Oprah property, can't even leave. And she probably make them do everything. Cut the grass, cook the food. Y'all ain't never see. Why? Because if Oprah got to play the role of Stedman's her husband, he got to be on deck. He can't go nowhere. And it's a joke, but it's also kind of truth in it. People think she had Stedman hostage. Stedman been Oprah serving all this time, and y'all ain't trying to free that man. That's why I want to hear y'all mouth. Y'all don't free nobody. You ain't Sojourner Truth. Y'all ain't Harriet Tubman. What's wrong with y'all? Y'all ain't gonna free nobody. All right? Y'all will get all the way to the place to free the person. And if a chick with a big butt walk by, you gonna forget that quick. You too, lady. So let's go. We're gonna get into it, y'all. All right, let's go. We up. All right, y'all. You're going to see I had to get right to dumb down because we about to go to special ed today. Let's go, y'all. Let's go. Let's go, y'all. You see this how it work, y'all. People that's smart, high IQ, we laugh at low IQ down. That's the separation, man. I told you what it is. So now we're going to get some good laughs because they idiots. All right. But then again, right, it's truth within everything. It's thing, you know, I'm not going to say CHRISEAN and them all the way wrong, but I'm going to correct them. CHRISEAN Rock says her and Blueface are bigger than jayz and Beyonce. You see what I'm saying? But they know what they doing, y'all, because just the fact of her saying something stupid like that, she know people going to react. You see what I'm saying? So, but at the same time, when I look at CHRISEAN, I don't look at her, she be trolling. I look at everything her and Blueface do, that's who they are. I look at everything CHRISEAN and Blueface do in their mind, they being serious. Yeah, so they don't be trolling y'all, they be for real. Let's go. CHRISEAN Rock claims her and Blueface are bigger than jayz and Beyonce. All right, y'all. Hold on. Scribble Scrabble. Yeah, they write Scribble Scrabble. Yeah, I believe that. Especially Blueface. I believe he writes Scribble Scrabble. I believe it, y'all. I believe. Yes. You put a typewriter in front of them fools, they be stuck. Straight up. You want to shut their ass up, tell them go in the kitchen and make something. Tell them cook something. They can't do nothing, y'all. What are they called? Gumps. So CHRISEAN Rock claims her and Blueface are bigger than jayz and Beyonce. What is that called, y'all? Fake news. I told you they just making up stuff. Everybody, I'll tell you, I'm going to say about 85% of these topics are made up. People just making up stuff, y'all. Just making up stuff. You got it? Which will make people actually argue about that a week straight. Now, y'all, we're going to get into it, man. Guys, your culture is not going to survive with all this fake stuff. Same way, ain't no such thing as a store surviving with fake clothes in it. What if I told you this culture is like a store with fake clothes mixed with real clothes? That's what it is. So the shopper, subscriber, you got to really sift through what you're buying because it's a lot of BS out here, yeah. So here we got it, y'all. This is where we at. The clown show has unfolded. From now to New Year's, it will be a clown show, all right? Just let's go. All right, so that's fake news, man. Let's go. But y'all, it's called drugs. Hey, yo, Punches, what up, bro? I figured something else out, bro. Shout out to all the bros that tapped in. I figured it all out, especially from New York. Especially New York. My brothers from New York, I figured it out, y'all. You remember we was young and they came to our school talking about say no to drugs? Y'all remember that, right? Remember they sent the crime dog, McGruff? Remember they sent the policeman that taught us about how the drug dealers piss on weed, all this stuff? I figured it all out, my family. Until I got love for y'all. I figured it out. You know what happened, bro? We were being taught to be the drug dealers. They were teaching us to be drug dealers, y'all. You know what they were teaching us? Don't never smoke that crack. Don't never get high on your own supply. Y'all gonna be the generation to sell that shit. That's what it was, y'all. So we actually got educated in school when they were telling us crack is whack. We didn't know they were telling us crack is whack because they didn't want us to smoke because we gonna get paid. We was the generation designed. We were supposed to get paid off crack. We were supposed to. We was. Because they came in our elementary school and taught us, basically telling us, guys, say no to drugs, crack is whack. Because y'all gonna make the most money in history of drugs. Y'all generation. That's why I ain't smoke crack. That's why we ain't smoke crack, bro. That's why we was selling it, because we was already taught, don't smoke that shit. Crack is whack. But we didn't know that whole plot was embodying us to be the best drug dealers in the world that don't get high on our own supply. Yeah, so that's why our era was the biggest drug dealers on the planet ever. Because we didn't get high like that. Not like I told you, there's a generation before us. They were getting high. They were the ones sniffing blow, and then they turned into crackheads. See, when hip hop first came out, they were sniffing blow with Bambaataa in the Bronx and in them days. See, but then by the time Run DMC and them came out, they was on crack. But we wasn't from that era. I keep telling you, we were young. But little did we know, we was being taught because we was going to serve that generation. Yep. We was the ones serving their ass. So Nancy Reagan and all of them had a campaign because they knew a lot of us were going to grow up to be educated drug dealers, and that's what happened. So we was taught to say no to drugs, and that's why we ain't smoke drugs like everybody else. But after our generation, they started smoking crack. So we are the generation guilty of selling everybody drugs. This is the truth. But we were taught in school that crack is whack. I'm saying all that because other generations was not taught that, y'all. Nobody else was taught that but us. You feel me, punches? Nobody else was taught crack was whack. So when Chrisean Rock got caught with crack, I already knew what time it was. Her name Chrisean Rock. I already told you from day one. Her name was Chrisean Rock. I want to rock right now. Straight crack. That was the crackhead anthem too. We was young, the crackhead walk up, start hitting that dance. I want to rock right now. And y'all remember the crackheads that hit every certain crackheads had their own dance, y'all, while they be waiting for that shit. Remember that? Y'all know what I'm talking about. That's how I look at Chrisean Rock and Blueface. While the man be buying the drugs, the woman be there dancing and doing what she doing. That's how I look at them, y'all. All right? I'm saying that because they're not even from the crack era, but they are crackheads. So it's only one generation that really didn't smoke crack like that, and that's Generation X. But all other generations, yes, they were smoking woolies, weed mixed with crack. That's that era. I keep telling y'all. They were doing it all, y'all. So they were smoking dust, sherm, PCP. We wasn't doing that, bro. All right? That's why we ain't do pills like everybody. We ain't do drugs like everybody else. That's why we made the most money. That's why we also the most in jail and dead. But I'm saying all that, y'all, because this rockhead culture, it has to stop. Now, she's saying they bigger than Jay-Z and Beyonce. Let's go. Now, y'all, if y'all have the heart, leave y'all comments. What you think? Is it true? Now, we're going to make sense of all of this. Don't get it twisted. We're going to get it twisted. Now, if you want to say currently relevant right now this week, if you want to say to the younger generation, yes. Not bigger, but relevant, yes. These are all the things I told y'all about Jay-Z and Beyonce. The stuff they dealing with now is layered. First thing first with them, they're not even supposed to be playing around on the internet. Do y'all now see what the hell I've been telling you? When you Jay-Z and Beyonce, you playing around on the internet. You put yourself on their level. Like I said, this is what I'm trying to tell you. When you put yourself in a world at this age of online shenanigans, once he became the butt of jokes, once they started trying to prove they on top, they didn't have to do that because they was already at a high level. Like I said, when Jay-Z had his dreads just chilling with his suits, and he was chilling. I don't know what happened. But that's another conversation. Though, I'll just say this. There's a lot of stuff that happened. They had to get back in. They had to rebrand. By them having to rebrand, I assume certain things, like they had to get back out here. But at the same time, it took away their mystique from where they were sitting at. And I wanted everybody to get clear. This internet is it's not, once you made it, it's going backwards. See, Chrisean Rock is trying to make it they're trying to make it famous to be them off the internet. They already know the internet popular. But they understand it's a different generation. The young generation understands the internet is to make you more popular so you can get off the internet and get real money. The older generation is doing it backwards. They already made the big money. They already got the limelight, but they're going backwards to the internet. Even though every entertainer knows that the internet been out for 25, 26 years. They know it's been out, but they didn't pay it no mind, y'all. It was just for selling their music. They didn't care. Remember when they used to diss bloggers? Remember when they used to diss content creators? Remember when they would diss media? Because it used to be a time of media needed them, but not no more. So they literally had to appeal to the media and the people. But I always said, when you're on a certain level, you don't play these games. I don't even hear y'all. And if I did, God, I told you already, if I was these people, I would literally come online every day just to laugh. I would look at all the ignorance and nonsense people say, and I would just be busting my ass off laughing, passing the phone back to Beyonce laughing at this shit. Because to me, it'll be hilarious. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm so much on a level, y'all, that I can actually watch people make up stuff and like all this, like, I'll be entertained by it, me personally. Like I said, as long as they ain't going too far. Now, if they going too far, I do petty stuff to mess up their day on purpose. And then I still laugh. Look, if I was Jay-Z and Beyonce, right, this is exactly what I'd do. We in the crib on a 100-inch screen watching YouTube. Let's scan. Come on, baby. Let's scan through this. See an idiot talking smoke. See what he talking about. Oh, he going too far? How many subs? Oh, we about to ruin his whole shit. Man, we're going to get his channel shut down and we're going to come back and laugh at his ass. Ha, ha. And we're going to be in the house laughing at all their ass. We just going to play a game today, babe, called getting people channel knocked down. You know what I'm saying? I be doing petty shit like that. So I'm just saying, right? It sounds grimy, but that's what I would do. Because, y'all, I will find a way to have fun, then let this stuff get on my nerves. Get it? Because I'm just saying that, right? They saying, y'all like Beyonce. She's saying they like Jay-Z and Beyonce, bigger than Jay-Z and Beyonce. They say, nah, y'all more like Homer and Maggie. More like Homer and Marge, Ike and Tina, or Bobby and Whitney. Bobby and Whitney sounds about right, y'all. What y'all think? Bobby and Whitney sounds about right. But I ain't gonna lie, they worse than Bobby and Whitney. That's disrespect to Bobby and Whitney, man. I ain't gonna lie, that's disrespect to them. They worse. But damn, it is a close fight. Because there's one point when Whitney and Bobby was on a binge. It was one point they were, man. But nah, they top Bobby and Whitney. But nah, they said they Homer and Marge. That's who Blueface and CHRISEAN, this is who they are. All right, so let's go. She been punched in the head too many times. CHRISEAN Rock is out of mind. All right, that's what they saying, y'all. We will be bigger than Jay-Z and Beyonce. No. That's the goal. But see, CHRISEAN and Blueface is one thing y'all don't have, they have. There's a few things, but I'm going to keep it simple. You guys don't have talent, idiots. Like, everybody think Jay-Z and Beyonce just made it rich. Oh, guys, they made it off their talents. Like, you got to have talent first, at least. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, I mean, come on. I mean, Jay-Z did earn his spot by battling, rapping. Like, he did earn his respect in New York as a rapper. He rapped with the best. It's not like it came out of nowhere, y'all. All right? So back to reality and off the drugs. You got to have talent first. Now, I will say this. If they actually had talent, they would have a chance to be super, super big. Not bigger than them, but you see what I'm saying, y'all? Like, if they had talent, yeah, they could be bigger than what they are. I don't care if there was two dancers. You know, I don't care if they was able to figure out something other than just two idiots. They could do something. But you know what else wild, y'all? Just the thing people don't know. Y'all know CHRISEAN Rock ain't stupid for real, right? Y'all know she ran track, right? CHRISEAN Rock ain't stupid for real. But a lot of the stuff they was allegedly doing, those DRUGs, that's what cooked their brain, y'all. Because remember, they were doing different type of things, man. We also looking at the backlash of an era that was on Molly heavy, E, pills heavy, perks heavy, Xanax heavy, and what else, y'all? That lean. No, they raged on that stuff, and a lot of their brains are shattered, and a lot of them did dip and dab with crack. Those are facts. And a lot of them didn't know that wasn't Molly, that was meth. And it was in Florida, they was mixing the Molly with the weed. And man, all that. I heard about people crushing up perks, mixing it. Man, they were doing everything, y'all. I'm sorry. They were doing every drug mix. But we have to understand this, y'all. Their brains went through a different process from our brains. Then on top of that, excuse me, y'all, I'm moving real quick. Their brain was under 5G frequency the whole time. So they was cooking their brain off drugs and getting their brain cooked off 5G. And actually, my family, they've been getting their brains cooked since 4G. Gotta remember this stuff. Y'all. We not raised on that stuff. See, when we started dealing with online, a lot of us already healthy, had our body built up. You know, we had our vegetables. We got a different DNA, y'all. We got a different DNA than them, period. Understand that. So, everybody's not affected like them. Their brains been getting cooked since 4G, doing Molly. The white Molly, the brown Molly, and the pink Molly. No, their brains are cooked, y'all. What do they always tell us about that Molly and certain stuff? It tell you that stuff ruin your brains. Your brain said, guys, you just Google it. You Google how your brain look after doing goddamn all Molly and meth. Period alone. Molly and meth, it eats your brain. It does. It eats your brain. And it's a difference if you just taking it here and there, little pieces. No, they were doing a lot, y'all. It's the after effect, all seen through her child. We up. Excuse me, y'all. I had to relocate to get comfortable real quick. I don't like the spot I was in. Hold up. We about to go in on this. We about to go in because this is a reflection of some of y'all future kids. So get it right. Do you want your kids to be like CHRISEAN Rock and Blueface? Well, if they don't get it right, that's who they're going to be. This is going to be the first era of people in rehab facilities in their 30s. It's going down, y'all. This also, see, Blueface and CHRISEAN also represent the individuals that never learn how to take care of themselves, y'all. They from an era of I ain't going to say an era. They raised with no education. They don't understand when you ain't get your first apartment by 21. You ain't had your first apartment by 20, 18, 19. They don't understand that. They're not from that. This is why they growing up slow. When we spoke about Biggie and Pac 24, 25, look how they act now at 30, 32. See? I broke down how we were young geniuses at 16, 17. Man, it was a different era back then. So we might have was young, but we were smart at 16, 17. So by the time we 24, 25, man, we grown as hell. But see, it has nothing to do with errors. It got to do with how you was taught and who you are. Same thing we did. Play video games. Same thing we did. Hey, they was getting hot. We was drinking 40s young. At 14, 15, drinking straight 40s and smoking weed. That had nothing to do with it, y'all. It's just, they got brainwashed by the cell phone. That is the only difference from all generations. Ain't nothing else different. But see, the cell phone, it speeds your clock up faster. Yeah, that's all it is. So I'm saying all that because the fact that a person can't grow up is the proof they're slow, y'all. I'm telling you, not growing up now is the proof you're looking at a mental issue. Understand that. See, like if a man is 40 years old, he still don't got his own, that's a mental issue, y'all. He's incapable of providing for himself on a certain level, just like a patient in a nursing home. Get it? It's the same thing, y'all. So when you look at this stuff for what it is now, you're going to start to see these things, right? At this point in this culture, we are dealing with nothing but mental. See, the people that's dealing with physical, they lusting on flesh, booty, all that. That's one thing. But we talking about, you want to really, really look at this stuff? Look at it from a mental perspective and you'll get it clear. Along with the entertainment. Meaning, when she says that they're bigger than jayz and Beyonce, in their mind, they really believe it. They can do it. But that reflects the mental issue as well. Because we know that's damn near insanity for them to say that. Also, we also know that jayz and Beyonce took 25 years plus to get where they at. Why you think jayz did the reunion? 30 years. It took jayz 30 years to get where we at today. So it's not like it was They saying it like it's just easy. All right? And they believe it. So let's go. Man, I ain't gonna lie. I think even Blueface said, you tripping, girl. You tripping. I think even Blueface wasn't with that. Let's go. More like Homer and Marge, Ike and Tina, Bobby and Whitney. Y'all might be them. Yo, y'all check this out too. Y'all know she's still getting backlash from that child, right? She didn't raise that child on no walker, y'all. And I saw some pictures. I couldn't even post them. She got the baby in her hand, talking, not paying attention. Guys, it looked like his eyes rolling up in his head. People assume he having like he was having type of light seizure or something. I'm not posting that picture because I'm not posting nobody child in that condition. I'm not with all that, but I saw the picture, y'all. You see what I'm saying? I saw him. It didn't. I'm like, yo, man, y'all got to get what happened, man. CHRISEAN is the one that, you know what I'm saying? She never stopped. She never stopped. So to be honest with you, when she was doing all that wild stuff, I couldn't watch them no more, y'all. I don't watch that abuse stuff, y'all. I knew that baby in her belly was getting abused, y'all, so I wasn't with that. Sitting there smoking blunts, drinking. I'm not with all that. I'm just leave that alone, man. That's negative content, bro. I don't even want to talk about that. Because that stuff negative, y'all. Get it? This who they really are. Cartoon characters. Y'all cartoon characters. And on top of that, I feel bad for their child, man. That child don't got a chance. So anyway, they say y'all more like this. Not like Jay-Z and Beyonce. See? Marge. We will be bigger than Jay-Z and Beyonce. This is where it's at now, y'all. So it's a clown show. Just enjoy the clown show. It's a clown show. You feel me? But it also is a reflection of an era, right? Where they just think, I don't know what made them thought they had so much talent. I don't know what, see, they were taught that they're going to skip stuff. See, the internet tricked and they think success just comes. Or the more pictures I take, I'm actually hotter than this chick over here. Bro think the more I take my selfies online, I'm actually fresher than every dude around. Like, I don't know what they were thinking, y'all, but they in this bubble. They've been in this bubble where they thought online makes success, but it don't. So my point is this. Do you now see why it ain't no talent? They wanted the money and the fame without the damn talent, y'all. It's called what? An internet sensation. That's all it is. An online celebrity. Let's go. Y'all laughing, but it's true. Streets don't mention these couples often, but when they do, Blueface and CHRISEAN be popping more. So there you got it. Some people feel like CHRISEAN and Blueface is popping. Now let's get it. Told you, it's all tangled up. Let me give clarity to this. Now, if you want to say relevant, if you want to say popular right now, when we say popular, we're talking about pop culture. Pop culture means what's actually popping. This is what I tell you. Young Miami is actually popping right now. Got it? Drake is actually popping right now. So, in reality, CHRISEAN and Blueface is actually more popping because they're more popping amongst the what? Young people. When I was telling you, it's a separation of generations. Generation Z, Millennium, they doing their own thing, but mainly Generation Z. See, Millennials in between. They partial Generation X, because that's what they raised at, and they also raised with Millennium. But Generation Z is the alternate. They the alternate ones. Meaning, they grew up their own separate way. And in reality, with Generation Z, CHRISEAN, Rock, and Blueface are more popular than Jay-Z, Beyonce, and more favorite. You must understand that. The younger generation, they were taught them. They don't know them. They didn't see it. They were taught. When they were born in this world, the 10th words they heard was Jay-Z and Beyonce. After they heard Mama and Daddy, they heard Jay. That's all they know. It's 10 names they heard. When they were first born, the first names they heard was Mama, Daddy, Jay-Z, Beyonce, and Biggie and Tupac. They were raised to hear those names young. So they didn't see it though. They just always liked Jay-Z and Beyonce Because my dad and mama like Jay-Z, Beyonce. That's all that was. So it's just like us. We like the people our parents like, but when we got into our own music, we started liking our own music. That's all it is. But we all are raised on something. But I was telling you all that it's going to play out like that. He's at a certain age. She's at a certain age. This is why I say everything they do is to appeal to their era. Now, just like for them, it goes both ways. Just like for them. In reality, they're not popping amongst the young generation. They just not. And it's being played out through the numbers online. That's what I say they're going to talk about all this stuff. The young people stream all day. The high schoolers. The college kids. Did you forget, it's colleges all over America. From regular colleges to black. They're the ones that stream the music in the dorms, dummy. Not your broke ass online in the house. Not your old ass online typing. The people that's in school, when they walk into class, they streaming. Damn, y'all ignorant. Young people gonna stay young people. Y'all, what's wrong with y'all? That's why I say this the only era that's literally trying to bully them. Like, we're gonna bully our era and we're gonna keep it around. We're gonna push these youngsters out. Like, that's what it is. This is the first old era I seen that don't want to retire. But what I say, they don't know when to stop. They, the generation that got to be fired. They hard-headed. That's why they all accused of doing abusive behavior, because they hard-headed. The fact they don't know how to stop is a pattern, y'all. It ain't just the fact that they don't want to accept. Those are the people that reflect they don't like the word no. People that don't like the way the word no, that is get it? It's some people don't like the word no, don't, and can't. It's some people that don't like rejection. What are those people called? So I tell you, behavior is shown many ways, y'all. If I'm trying to force my opinion on you, I'm trying to force you to like me. What is that, lady? Lady in public, if I'm trying to force you to like me, what is that? Bro, if I'm trying to force you to like me by intimidating you, what is that? See? It's the same thing, it's just being played out virtually. Which means, when you get at a certain level, you got to know when to pack it up, take it down. And what? Man, let everybody else have their space. I know me being around as a dominant figure, I might be intimidated. Whatever it is, man, I'm not trying to portray that image. Let them have their life. That's how it's supposed to be. But see, like I said, since it turned into this old versus the young been fighting back. I've been showing y'all that. The young been fighting back. And this is also the young making a slick-ass comment towards them. There's also CHRISEAN at the same time throwing slick balls. You got to catch it all. You see what I'm saying? By her saying that, she low-key trying to say Jay-Z and Beyonce washed up. See, that's why I say it's layers. There's layers. There's a lot of stuff going on in this. There's also her really talking jazzy. Yeah, I know if Beyonce the queen, you know she's talking jazzy. You know what I'm saying? But that's what they doing. So at the end of the day, it is a separation. We're going to get into it because it's tied in with everything. Y'all laughing, but it's true. Streets don't mention these couples often, but when they do, Blueface and CHRISEAN be popping more. This is the scary part, though, y'all. The scary part is this. All my people, check this out. The scary part is this. They actually do have a big following. That is what's scary. And y'all better also understand, their market is teeny boppers. You just think junior high school on up. That's who really watched them. Why? When we were young, we watched goofy ass Martin, didn't we? Remember, we watched goofy ass stuff too. It just wasn't online. It was on TV. This is what can I finally get the separation? We grew up when they were getting big TV budgets, WB, Fox. Now they don't get those. Now they're going to perform online. Got it? That's all it is. So we watching the Wayans brothers. Y'all going to tell me Marlon Wayans ain't Blueface? You going to tell me the Wayans brothers wasn't super idiots, humping on each other? Watch the Wayans brothers now. Watch what you're going to see. Wayans brothers weirdos, y'all. Martin, Shanae and all that stuff. It was weird. It still was weird. But we laughed at it because it was comedy. They're the same thing. They're just low. See, the new world, they raised on low-level, janky, bootleg content. That's why they got dumbed down. The corporation know that. Fox, all of them, they know. Shit, we don't got to spend all that money on no goddamn. We don't got to get them no money. We just start this online behavior. where they can watch all the ignorance for cheap and still make money. But the key is we don't gotta invest. See, understand that about Blueface and CHRISEAN and them. See, let's break it down mathematically. Let me school y'all real quick, youngsters. See, you looking at Jay-Z and Beyonce, but you're not counting throughout the years how much money was invested in Jay-Z from the get where he at. Every album he put out, his recording budget, his promotional budget, his video budget, meaning corporations spent money. Yeah, money was spent on him. So there's another thing. Now let's look at Hustler, my hustlers. Okay, Jay-Z worth $2.5 billion. But do we know exactly how much money it took to build Jay-Z up to this point? How much money was invested in him as a whole throughout the years? How much money was behind all his albums being pushed? Same thing with Beyonce. A lot of money was invested in her to get where she at. That's why the game has got to be a flip. See, Beyonce can be worth $1 billion, but how much money was actually spent on her career the whole time? When in reality, it could be you just breaking even. Whole time, you know, we invested $1 billion into Jay-Z all these years. He been in 30 years. See what I'm saying? Just giving examples. It take money to get where they at. Corporations invested in them. Now, the difference now, you don't got to invest in their ass. That's what I mean. You don't got to give them a budget. Just give them a little check. Give them a little check, and that's it. Got it? It's a difference. They got the popularity now, but they worth, not even their net worth, their value ain't worth nothing. If CHRISEAN Rock and Blueface try to make somebody buy them as a couple, if they try to sell it, I'll tell you this much right here. Let me slow down. You're gonna know when CHRISEAN Rock and Blueface big when they make it on that television. So you want to ask a question, are they big for television? I would say yeah. Meaning, this how I know they wasn't smart, because Blueface and them could have got a TV deal. A real TV deal, Bravo. Something like that. They could have got one. I tell you a lot of reasons I don't think they was that smart. You can be bigger in terms of true love, but in money, I don't think so. Someone tell her Jay-Z is a billionaire and Beyonce is a billionaire. That is two billionaires put together. Stick to the above topic, old heads. That's not the above topic. The above topic is CHRISEAN Rock said they could be bigger than Jay-Z and Beyonce. That's not true. They can't be bigger. But if you want to say more popular right now, more influence, yes. God damn it, I saw Ashanti trying to look like, should I tell them again? Nelly and Ashanti stole that from Blueface and CHRISEAN. Yes, they did. Nobody acknowledges that Nelly and Ashanti got together during Diddy's troubles with Cassie. Nelly and Ashanti ran to get married. Right after that DVD dropped to Cassie getting knocked out. After that, Nelly went and got married. And then Nelly needed money. He got caught with e-pills. Him and Ashanti started doing walkthroughs like Blueface and CHRISEAN. We looked at it already. Ashanti wearing the same exact hairstyle as CHRISEAN. That's what they turned into. And it was funny because Nelly had just got caught with pills like Blueface. No. If you want to be real, CHRISEAN and Blueface, no, y'all more like Diddy and Cassie. Get it right. That's what y'all more like. But we have to look at this. They say in the streets, don't mention Jay-Z and Beyonce like that. It's Blueface and CHRISEAN. We're going to get into that. Streets don't exist. Someone tell her Jay-Z is a billionaire. Now I'm also going to say this. Guys, every conversation, you cannot just keep saying they billionaires. Their money has nothing to do with nobody else. The only time their money should come up is when people talking about which entertainers got the most money. Which entertainers made the most. That's when you're supposed to keep bringing up the billionaire. But y'all always bring it up to every conversation because I'm going to tell you what it means. It's a reflection of your poor mentality and that you're telling yourself that you're a poor person, you don't understand money, and you're taught to praise people with more money than you. These things are important, y'all, because when you want to break the spell, one of the spells placed on you in that ghetto was you're poor, and that was a trick, so you always a dream to be rich. look up to rich people, worship rich people, and bow down to rich people. And it's in your DNA. So in your mind, somebody got a lot of money, it means something. But other people's mind, it don't mean nothing. Let's go. More like Homer and Marge, Ike and Tina, Bobby and Whitney. That's who Blueface and CHRISEAN is. So let's speed it up. So here it goes. You can be bigger in terms of true love. Now, yes, if they got more love, a genuine love than them, you got to get into that field. My whole thing is this clarity. Let's go. Let's look at something real quick. Elon Musk plans to spend $119 billion to construction. You hear that? You hear that juvenile in the brain? Elon Musk plans to spend $119 billion. Spend. You keep talking about he got $1 billion. They billionaires. That's cool. But can they spend billions? Yeah, you got $1,000. Can you spend 1,000? Yeah, you got 20 grand. Can you spend 20 grand? Can you spend 15? Can you spend 10? Y'all don't understand money, guys. Talking about low IQ. Elon plans to spend 119 billion. Now I want you to see something. Now we talking about money, influence. I told y'all who the top influencers are now, just like I told y'all who got the top dollar. But see, like I say, in your world, you just know child's play. Now let's look at the same stuff I've been showing you. How many people reacted to this? 866 people. How many people hit the thumbs up? 501. How many people commented? 458 in one day. This is not Twitter. This is not none of that. This is regular posts. See the money? You see the popularity? Now let's go. In the same time span. Sorry, Jay, I got to do it. Rock Nation denies rumors that a new Jay-Z album is done. This is a childish topic. No reactions, no likes, no comments. So like I say, the more Jay-Z got to entertain this childish hip-hop stuff, it's ruining his ass. You keep talking about how they got $2 billion. This man just spent $119 billion. Now ask Jay-Z if he can spend $1 billion. Ask Jay-Z right now if he willing to invest $1 billion. They ain't trying to spend no goddamn billion. Told you it's different cultures, lifestyles, y'all. I'm just trying to tell y'all, stop embarrassing yourself and keep talking about money. Because the real embarrassment is they've been getting money before a lot of people, and a lot of people have passed them. Tech rules the world. Entertainment is at the bottom of the pyramid. Entertainment ain't even above sports. Grow up, y'all. All right? When you can spend $100 billion with your racist ass, then you'll get it. Stop talking about money, y'all, in y'all community. Just stop it, all right? Please. It's time for y'all to be educated. See the likes, views, and clicks? Nothing in a whole day, 24 hours. Because it ain't just Jay-Z's fault. They keep oversaturating the same news. This is why I told you. The more they on this internet blogging and CHRISEAN rocking them see that, they can say, yeah, we popping more than them because it's because of the internet. It's because of the internet. On the internet, Blueface and CHRISEAN rock are organically, naturally popping. Yes, CHRISEAN rock and Blueface, they don't got to do nothing fake. They are naturally trending. They are naturally in this algorithm. They are. This is why I said they're not supposed to play online, flooding timelines with media. That's old. It's played out. It makes them look childish. You got it? This is what I was talking about. But in reality, in real life, no, they're not more popular than them. In real life, no, they don't got more money than them. But this thing called influence, that always changes. In reality, Blueface and CHRISEAN got more influence than a lot of people. Blueface is more popular than the game now. What is wrong with you? Blueface more popular than YG. Blueface more popular than rayj. Blueface more popular than Fabulous. He just is, whether you like him or not. It's just the time we in. So just like I can say the same thing about, and you got to understand, Blueface don't rap. Now let's go to CHRISEAN rock. Let's go to reality. Is CHRISEAN Rock just as popular as Cardi B? Or more? Is she more popular than Glorilla? She right there with him, right? But she don't rap. And what else? Nobody invested the money in CHRISEAN like they did in Glorilla and Cardi B. See? Cardi B, Atlantic Records invested millions in her. But CHRISEAN right there with them. See, this is why I told the internet people, see, the celebrities, it's all the trick, y'all. Celebrity people didn't understand. Internet didn't have no value till they start coming on here. By the celebrities coming online, they gave a percentage of value, but nobody's able to take it. Now, nobody's able to play in the bracket of celebrities because celebrities were actually used to keep these brands popular. So I'm going to tell y'all, I know the whole science. We've been in the era of branding. That's why it's not about nobody naming you. It's about branding. Meaning, we can spend all this money on Glorilla, Sexy Red, right? But then I could be a wise man. I'm about to make up my own Sexy Red. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create this artist and put her somewhere around them some kind of way. And I'm gonna slowly try to infiltrate their fan base on Instagram. And that's how it's done. Meanwhile, I didn't have to spend a lot of money. Shit, I just invested 30 grand in CHRISEAN Rock. Just to get her right. But now, online, I got on Sexy Red them level. You see what I'm saying? They respect her like Cardi B. She don't even rap. She don't do nothing. But see, that's the game that was played. Where Cardi got to do all this work, shows, this, that, and the third, shenanigans, posting. CHRISEAN don't got to do that. See, the thing about CHRISEAN and Blueface, get this right too. They get paid just to be themselves. See what I'm saying? They don't got to learn no raps. They don't got to learn no scripts. They just get paid to be themselves. That's the difference than everybody else. See? They don't got to do. Meanwhile, they still do walkthroughs. They still get their money. You see CHRISEAN Rock box. They actually make more money than rappers. I told y'all this is shit that been happening. The game switched. Celebrities got to work harder to get what they got. And then people like Blueface, even Tekashi and them, they still get. Gunna still get money. A lot of y'all don't know that. They still be doing little tours and walkthroughs. They still get money. It's the rappers online doing nothing. So, like I say, it's a game. Let's go. Check it out. First of all, now I'm going to say this. I don't know if that hat real or not. I'm going to be honest, that's like a bootleg hat. Now, this is why I say that. It look official. If it's a Yankee hat, it look official, but it also look bootleg. I don't know. Because it got that rock tag on it. I never saw that. So in my mind, it's a special edition rock hat. But this hat is $400 on eBay. Now I'm gonna say if that hat is real, that hat go hard. But I didn't see Jay-Z with that hat. That's why I say it looked like a bootleg. Plus, I bought fitteds a lot, and that logo, that it look a little. It just don't. The shape, it don't look real, but it could be. Now, what I will do my research to see if they brought that hat out, but I didn't see him wearing that hat. But this hat you looking at, somebody selling it for $400. $400 on eBay. But on some real talk, it ain't the hat he was wearing. I didn't see him break that hat out once. Get it? So, and also, like I said, I bought New Eras a lot. That sticker looked fugazi. It looked too bright. But it could be real. I got to just do my homework, man. But it looked fake, man. Or it looked like it could have been a Yankee hat and somebody tried to add. I don't know, man. All I know is if that hat was real, Jay-Z would have wore it. It's $400, though. So let's go. Let's go. I think there is a real big mix-up in the definition of fame to them. Yes, ma'am. They don't understand what fame is. That's why a lot of them didn't understand the concept of my channel. They didn't understand my gimmick is for no fame. I don't want no goddamn fame. I don't want to be famous. And that's why I do all these shenanigans so I'll never be famous. Because I like the underground. Something like that. I also told them on this channel, what? I'm a nobody. So I'm a nobody, meaning I ain't trying to be nobody. I'm just me. And also say I like to walk around and prank people. I just walk around and just be normal. And I also told people I have ran into people in real life that subscribe to the channel. And it's fun. Oh, I listen to you. Oh, that's what's up. It's fun. But that's what I do in real life. Because I like to enjoy my life. So it's fun to walk around people and they don't know who you are. It's fun. Yes. Everywhere. You right or wrong you. You know what I'm saying? That, like I say, if I'm talking out and you don't know my voice or whatever, that's on you, but I'll be around. You know what I'm saying? That's how I have my fun. It's fun, man. You know what I'm saying? It's fun. I don't want to be no prisoner of fame. I don't want to be struggling. I don't want to got to fight to keep my image going and this success. I don't want to be successful. Got it? I just want to do what I do. Now, that's my gimmick as well. You know what I'm saying? That's my gimmick. I keep it real. That's my gimmick. So I'm saying? So look, if I was to come out, meaning go live and all that, my gimmick, my jig would be up. Now they say the jig is up. Well, if For No Fame start going live on camera, the jig is up. You know what I'm saying? For No Fame don't exist no more. I would have to shut this whole program down after that. Because it wouldn't be For No Fame no more. You know what I'm saying? I would have to be somebody else. Get it? Because the gimmick would be up. Because if I start going live, I'm going to be putting myself in a light, which would be in the category of trying to be famous. Or actually could become famous. Get it? So I'm just giving y'all hints of fame. Fame is nothing but attention and lights. That's all attention is. Lights. Fame. Meaning, fame is nothing but light. You shining. Everybody see you shining. You winning. I see you doing your thing. All this extra stuff. That's what the fame is. I like that car. I like those shoes. Man, I like that. That's all fame is. Fame is the attention that gets you praise. That's one thing. Influence is when people look up to you, follow you, listen to you, inspired by you. That's influence. Celebrity, you got to have all the above. To be a real celebrity, you have to have done something in this world, career-wise, that left a mark on the planet. Whether it's an album, whether it's a movie. You have to have an imprint in this universe to be a celebrity. And you got to be a household name first. Then your money got to be at a certain level to be a celebrity. You also have to be successful for a certain period of time. Why you think it's a thing called one-hit wonders? Yeah, you could have had the biggest hit in the world. You could have, you see what I'm saying? You could have had the biggest movie, but your longevity didn't last, so you was never a real celebrity. You got your shot. Celebrity is longevity. Whoopi Goldberg, Oprah. See what I'm saying? We talking about decades. They light ain't go out yet. They light ain't go out yet. See, that's a real celebrity. Their lights don't go out. Meaning their lifestyle never changes. They're going to always live on a high level. They're going to always present themselves. That's why I say they're not doing no janky-ass YouTube stuff. Celebrity do what celebrity does. Celebrities knows about that movie screen and that television. If it ain't that, they ain't doing it. Those are celebrities. That's why this had to be brought back. Y'all forgot. Y'all wasn't educated. Online mean you just get your fame, and that's why it's called 15 minutes of fame. Everybody gets their turn. See, everybody gets their turn. Now, it was a time on YouTube I was heated up, but it faded out. I'm not going to get into the reasons, but it faded out. But when I got my little run, I was satisfied. I was okay. Because I set up what I wanted to do. My whole thing was, I said, if I average from 20 to 30, I'm good. So when I did it, I proved to myself I can do it from scratch. Oh, I'm good. When I proved to myself at almost 2,000 in this live, organic, I said I'm good. Because I proved it to myself. Not worried about y'all. My thing is, damn, bro, you started all this shit from a phone playing around. You actually made that shit just playing around. 30,000 people watching, bro. You ain't even come on camera yet. That shit was fun. But I proved it to myself, not to you. That's how life work, y'all. Prove who you are to you first. Because once you want to be famous, then it become a job. And I ain't want YouTube to be no job for me. I don't need this as no job. Fame is a job, y'all. It's all a trick. So you get everything up front, but it becomes a job. See, you think everybody that's big, to keep that spot, you got to keep working. You see? To keep the spot, you want to sustain, you got to keep working. So you see how it works? You get the fame, you get the money, but in the end, you're going to work. your ass off like Stephen A. You got to work to keep the spot. I know better than that. You see what I'm saying? Meaning, I know what kind of burdens to put on myself at this day and time. I don't need those burdens, y'all. You see what I'm saying? I might want to travel and do shit in life. I ain't got time to, you know what I'm saying, be based on what I got to do this. No. That's them, y'all. Because, see, the bigger you get, the more you actually got to work. If you caught up in that fame. Now, if you don't care about fame and you don't give a damn, you don't got to work hard. But see, this is what I was telling y'all about people like Shannon. They got to work hard. If not, I'm going to fade away. I'm going to fade away to go forget me. You see what I'm saying? They got to work hard to keep that shit up. I got to stay up. I got to stay relevant. That's work, y'all. Yeah, that's work, goddammit. So other than that, once you got to work like that, it ain't fun. You see? So you just like y'all seen Jay-Z and Beyonce came back out, what they had to do. Jay-Z was working. Jay-Z had to go to work. His original profession is a what? Rapper. Like you got plumbers, and his official job is a rapper that he used to build these other great things he is. But his it's no different from the electrician. He started out as an electrician. He stacked that electrician money. He invested that to a strip mall. That's what he did. His profession is rapper, and y'all forgot that. That is his trade. So this year he went back to work. He got off the high horse and went back to work. That's why you see him doing his show. Anytime rappers got to do shows, that's work, goddamn. On that stage, hot, he got to switching clothes, hopping on this plane, sleeping in hotels. You got big ass mansions. You in hotels. You doing all this extra shit. You ain't trying to do all that. You don't feel like, you like, man, I did that already. I ain't trying to keep doing this. I did it already. You feel me? I got to be around these people. I'm a person. I need to chill to myself. And I got to go out here, shake all these damn hands, sign autographs. Jay-Z was working, y'all, signing autographs outside. He had to do the Audemars, sign the autograph. That shit worked. You know what I'm saying? So he had to go to work. But why? He had to sustain that status. Things, put it like this. If Jay-Z didn't do what he did this summer, it might have been a little worse for him. Meaning he might have faded a little more. Because now, remember, this Drake thing going on. Jay-Z was fighting all of that. Trust me. Not saying he was just fighting Drake, but everything he was doing, he was leaving his mark to register for at least another, meaning the work he did will sustain him to the end of the year next year. You see what I'm saying? So you also know he got the tour set up, but he was leaving his imprint. When he told y'all, I'm on offense this year, he was basically telling y'all, I'm about to put my stamp back on the universe. See, get it like that? I'm about to put my stamp down. Because you know what? I'll mess around and fade away. It's tied in with what Chris Rock and Blueface saying. See, now imagine if Jay-Z ain't come back out and Beyonce, how CHRISEAN and Blueface would really feel like, damn, we really are. We doing our thing. Damn, Jay-Z and Beyonce, they know where to be seen. We are the biggest. But see, that's why they came back out. Let everybody know. That was for ASAP, Rocky, and Rihanna too. Remember I was telling you? It's for all of that. No, we the top couple. Yeah, ASAP, Rocky, Rihanna, y'all cute or whatever, but y'all know we that top couple. Matter of fact, Rihanna, ASAP, y'all come with us. We gonna show on camera. Yeah. ASAP, you gonna stand in the crowd with the kid. Rihanna, come on stage. Yeah, we gonna bring things back to what it is. Ho, don't you ever forget Ho brought her career. So y'all love Riri, but Jay was like, yeah, y'all love Riri, but don't ever forget who brought y'all Riri. That's what that was about. That's period what that was about. Just to let y'all, to remind y'all. So I'm saying? And because they had to do these things, y'all. They had to. Because all the backlash, all the negative news, losing money, it's called protect the brand. Okay, CHRISEAN. She gets temporary clout, fast money, confused with talent, generational wealth, and longevity. Instead of taking a mental break, she should have took that money she made and enrolled into school. Running back to a troubled man in the middle of a investigation is not smart. Now, how many of y'all know about this so-called investigation? I never heard. I know nothing about it. Blueface in investigation? I don't know. I ain't going to repeat it. But yeah, y'all, it's been a lot of fake news, y'all. Man. I know for a fact it was like 5 topics right now circulating fake as hell. I said many people at an all-time low now. Now, I saw the picture of how she was holding her baby. Not this one. It's a picture with the baby eyes rolling back in it. Man, I'm just gonna leave it alone, man. Let's go. I don't understand why these people are famous. Y'all messy. Because they got a messy fan base, y'all. Understand that, y'all. It's not about CHRISEAN and Rock and Blueface. The scary thing is, it's a million CHRISEAN and Bluefaces times 2. There's millions of people that's look just like them. Just like them. Because they've been inspired by them. CHRISEAN and Rock and Blueface been online about 5 years plus. It's people that know their whole life back to forth, to front. They know their whole life. Oh, that's this one. And no, when they got together, they was with this girl. And people know their whole life, y'all, like rappers. It's true. That's the scary part. You mean to tell me these children can't read, but they know their whole history? They don't know no black history, but they know that black history right there. Guys, you have no future, man. I told y'all what's gonna happen. All of this stuff mean no future for y'all. No future. But they never heard a song by Tupac and MC Breed called Ain't No Future in Your Frontin'. Y'all never understood the art of no future in frontin'. Damn, y'all never got it. All the stuff y'all didn't figure out, we learned, we mastered as teenagers, man. That's the sad part. I don't understand why these people are famous. Y'all are messy. Why? They are a messy culture. The culture is called messy. That's what it is. If it ain't messy, it ain't moving. Now, we can say about jayz and Beyonce, they did try to teach these people some type of elegance, class. They did. They did. But now, jayz and Beyonce, you can see, ain't nobody follow that class stuff. They took the class, threw it out the window. Hov told them, stop playing online with money phones. They ain't stopped. So now, they don't got no more money to put to their ear. I think Hov has something to do with that, too. I think Hov made it where none of y'all will have a money phone no more. Y'all ain't respect the power of jayz online, man. Y'all kept trolling that man. He told y'all to put them damn phones down. Y'all ain't listen. Now you ain't got nothing. I think jayz was behind that. Yes. The same way y'all try to spread a rumor talking about jayz went and snitched on distribution deals. No. I think jayz went and told on everybody on Facebook that was selling food stamps and using money phones. Let's go. She was doing so well. What happened? So for those who don't know, CHRISEAN Rock had came out as a born-again person in the church. She was doing gospel. She told the people she changed her ways, y'all. But see, just like real life, you know how they do, y'all. They lie, man. They only gonna talk that church stuff when they're in rehab. They only gonna talk about religion when they going broke or they in trouble. That's it. You show me somebody with money that's gonna talk about no. Y'all know this, man. They only talk about religion when they ass in trouble or they need money. That's it. When they get that money, you can hear nothing about religion no more. CHRISEAN Rock was doing gospel. She tricked me, y'all. That's why I'm pissed. I'm not proud of you, CHRISEAN. I'm proud, man. I try. Y'all see, I try to be. Girl, just do the right thing, man. She don't want to do it, bro. No, it's called crack rock. Do you know how many people was in the church, born again, but then they go back to smoking crack, and then they got to go back to rehab, and then back to church, and then smoke crack again? We used to all this. I just didn't know the young generation was going to do it. And I look at CHRISEAN Rock as a rockhead, y'all. I don't know what y'all. As I look at it. So she played in our face, y'all, quoting scriptures. She was literally crying. I'll give my life to them. Now look at her. So that's why they saying, you supposed to let this man change your ways. Here you go. But it represents the hood. What did the person say? Y'all laughing, but it's true. Streets don't mention these couples often. Guys, let me talk to you delusional people now, 2026. What is the streets? What is the streets now? And where are the streets at? And what does the streets mean now? I'm saying that. All right, let's go. What do the streets mean now, y'all? Where is the streets? What is the streets? What is street? Is the streets an accomplishment now? Where are the streets at? I seen people furniture outside on the streets after they got evicted. I don't see nobody on those streets. Y'all starting to be country as hell too. Guys, nobody hang on outside no more on corners. Nobody does that. People that got money go to establishments. They go to people's house. They take trips. Nobody stand. I'm gonna tell y'all all again. Hanging outside now means you're broke. I've been trying to get y'all all the codes of the new world. Let me give you an example. If you posted up outside right now, I know you ain't got no income. Simple. Or I guess you all work from the late night shift, but that ain't true. People that work night be sleep during the day or running around. So y'all don't understand the code we in. When you're outside during the daytime now, it means your ass probably broke. You ain't got no job. I can't even say you sell drugs. It means you're broke. If you sitting on a porch, it means you're broke. That's what all that means. It might not be true, but the high chance, if you're sitting on the porch, 10 o'clock right now, grown-ass person, you ain't got no income. That's what it means. So chilling outside means failure, and 9 times out of 10 you're broke, and it also means you can't go nowhere. That's what it means now. When you outside, man, you can't afford to go nowhere. You can't afford to get you. That means you might not got no car. You can't afford to go out to eat. You can't afford to go there with your girl. You just outside. That's what it means now. You ain't going nowhere. What you doing? Oh, you drinking on the? What you drinking outside? No, outside means you're broke now, guys. It does, cause we in a mobile world, and mobile means having money, doing stuff. That's where we at now. I was trying to tell y'all what it means, man. We in a different time now. Y'all be trying to tell you, man. So look, she was doing so well. What the F? And I'm telling y'all because everything from the streets is playing out now. Blast their music in the neighborhood. Corny as hell. Don't nobody want to hear your corny ass music. Blast the music outside. Whack as hell. Standing outside making all that noise, not doing nothing. It means you're broke and hungry. You had nothing to do. You don't. Because nobody just stands outside and talks. Nobody don't do that no more. Why? If me and the bros together, bro, where we going tonight? What we going to do? What we going? We going to do stuff. We don't just stand out. That's old school, bro. So look, this Chrisean Rock walking the baby without the walker. Guys, why nobody told this woman to get a walker? I'm gonna say it again. If he had a walker, I don't think he would be going through this. Guys, family, woman, mothers, why y'all didn't get her ass? What mothers? She called herself teaching the baby how to walk on the bed. On the mattress. Chrisean teaching a baby to walk on a mattress. Gosh, I know no baby can't learn on no mattress. But this stuff ain't going on, man. But you better get this part clear. Y'all have to get this shit. Because in the future, nobody's going to tell y'all, right? Everything you seeing now is y'all future. Even Chrisean Rock baby represents y'all future. This is who y'all future going to be. See, you can flip this kick stuff. And I tell you, I look at this as documentaries. I look at it as, I don't know y'all. I'm not from y'all culture. This is how you get educated, y'all. You got to look at it like you're not them. See? I look at it like if I was just studying these people, like, okay, I never grew up around black people. I don't know nothing about them. They're kind of interesting. Let me see what they really be doing. And I just start watching them. And I watch this. Oh, so this is how they be with their kids. I wonder if a lot of them like that. I don't know. That's how it is. Now these videos are for studies. And I want all you people talking this conscious black stuff, please pay attention. Whenever y'all going hard for black greatness, you must always understand the contradiction is being played 24/7. These are the things that contradict all of your words out your mouth, y'all. Y'all all didn't want to understand. I was able to see a lot of y'all didn't want to take responsibility. All my conscious family, all my people that's proud of their skin color. You must get this. The time we in and what happened, you guys are supposed to be cleaning up your own backyard. You know what that means? Facing the realities of what happened. Understanding your modern day judgment is because of all the things that played out online the past 10 to 15 years. When you're arguing, you're going live talking all this black stuff, you're not acknowledging the ignorance of what's actually going on. See? You can't keep talking this proud stuff if you're not acknowledging the ignorance. If you guys are not saying, it's time to get rid of this ignorance. It's time to stop the nonsense. If y'all not saying that, you're not talking about nothing. Until y'all fight against What? See, you don't get one hand, kings and queens. On the other hand, special ed students. But nobody's addressing the failure. Nobody wants to address the dysfunction, which debunks the whole argument. Because the internet moves in secret. If you from any other nationality, you say, what the hell are they talking about? Meaning, they talk this shit, but when I look online, this is what I see. So I could be a fair person trying to really study these people. Like, I really honestly want to know about black people. I'm not racist, but I want to learn them. Let me go online and see what they're really about. What I'm going to get. This how I look at stuff. This how the world look at stuff. For some reason, I was able to see when it comes to technology and cameras, y'all are incompetent. You thought you was going to do all this stuff on camera. Nobody was going to have a judgment. What the hell is wrong with y'all? Y'all most foulest, ridiculous, disgraceful, degenerate, all played out online for the world to see. The world. When you keep talking about the streets, the world been watching y'all for years. This is why all of your conversations don't exist. I try to tell you this because nobody went against ignorance. They kept talking about race. When the whole process was clean your own backyard up. They don't want to do that. Why their backyard's very dirty? Their house is dirty. God damn it. Their whole house dirty. Their backyard dirty. They don't want to clean that dirt up. The same hood we from, where they throw the trash at. The street, nigga. They ain't going to clean that up until y'all focus on cleaning up the dirt. Like I've been doing, you ain't going to get nowhere. And it's over already. It's already over. Why? You looking at your future generations. Meaning we all can dress up in African garbs and we all could sing Kumbaya right now. Don't mean nothing. Why? Because the young generation didn't reciprocate it. It's all fake news. You an old head trying to prove how conscious you are. But you ain't educating no youth. You old heads still debating about who you are. You're very sad. They are the only people on the planet still have arguments about who they are. But they don't know that's the reflection of them being lost. That's the reflection of they didn't learn nothing in 30 years. That's the reflection of they didn't learn since books or the internet. It is no stone unturned on here, y'all. So they don't get, they are the only people on the planet still arguing about who they are and where they come from. That is a mental issue. So when you look at every day mentally, you will get it. That's I do that shit every day, y'all. All I do is scroll. I will tell y'all what I do on YouTube. When I'm on here, I scroll, and I just look at how many of y'all look weird. I look at topics, and I just look at how y'all be having weird conversations. A lot of y'all weird. I know what's up with a lot of y'all. Y'all compromise. Y'all just weird, y'all. I just be looking at it like they don't understand how embarrassing they are to themselves. They're embarrassing people. 2026, they still having conversations about who they are. And this one want to tell that one who they are. And this one mad because this one said who they are. And this one is, that shit's sick. But carry on, folks. It's called identity crisis. Y'all are embarrassing yourself every day while every other nation is watching. The only nation that don't know who the hell they are. The only nation want to be from everywhere else. Meanwhile, everybody else in their country watching they stupid ass and taking over their neighborhoods. All right? So like I say, man, they the joke, y'all. They are the joke that plays out online every day, y'all. This is what I meant by, no, black entertainment is the joke. No, black people are the joke. They are entertainment 24/7. 24/7. And you don't get it, like I always tell you, because you in the cartoon. I watch the TV, y'all. A lot of y'all in the movie and the cartoon. I just watch y'all. I repeat this formula to you. You don't get it because you in it. Meaning, you proud of that shit, right? You all in it. So you don't get the big picture. I do. I just watch y'all. This shit entertaining. To watch grown-ups in a nation still arguing identity crisis. After all these organizations came out, all these books, all this information, they still arguing about, or no, they don't understand diversity, y'all. I'm going to tell y'all all. It's showing y'all a handicap and incompetent. Let me show y'all what y'all don't get. Guys, even if you from here, I'm from here, you from there, At this point, we're still supposed to be trying to learn how to get along with each other. And the main thing is this. This the main thing when it comes to y'all, duh. I want to say the word, duh. Y'all don't know how to agree to disagree. That is your weakness forever. All nations master the art of how to disagree, still do business and trade, even if you so-called don't like that person. Y'all can't do it. It is a slow handicap you got. The handicap y'all got is y'all can't come together. When y'all come together, it's a bunch of walkers, handicaps, fucking dialysis, and fucking gingivitis. Bunch of bull. Right? And y'all love to hear yourself talk. But in reality, every time you talk, you make fools of yourself. Learn how to agree to disagree first. Learn how to come together. Because as of now, understand that y'all are your own worst enemy. Nobody's fighting you. You're fighting yourself. I've been telling you this for the longest. You have been fighting yourself for so long. Play it out online for the world to see. Keep it going, y'all. That's my slogan. Keep the shit going. Just keep it on, y'all. Go ahead. Say no to drugs, kids. Bigger than Bay and J, bit is delusional. It's delusional. All right? Here you got it. Okay, Papa. We about to heat up. Okay, Papa. You can do whatever you want. No, they more like Diddy and Cassie. They are not like Jay-Z and Beyonce. They are more like what? Diddy and Cassie and goddamn Bart parents. They more like Homer and Marge. Now let's speed it up. See that? What? I'm just showing you. Come on, guys. What is this? If I was Jay-Z and Beyonce, I'd sue their ass for this alone. If I was Jay-Z and them, I'll send himself a slander. This was slander. What they said was slander. Straight up. Because you got to get it, y'all. You just got to get what's going on, man. Things got freaky after CHRISEAN gave Blueface the go-ahead while they were in a jacuzzi. See, what they think is, now, like I said, they're more popular. Popular just means trendy, known amongst the youth, known in the now. But if you want to talk about other stuff, no. You ain't nowhere on their level. And you ain't going to be bigger. Only way you can be bigger than them is by talent. That's what I was telling y'all, same thing with Drake. In this game, you only make it at a certain level of talent. That's how you get to the top. Ain't no cheat code for that. You got to have something. Now, when it comes online, they're a beast. When it comes online, they're a beast online. Now, they say they Jay-Z and Beyonce online. Maybe that's true. They the biggest couple online. Yes. Yes. They trend more than any couple right now online, period. They do. But it's all pure shenanigans. And just understand this. This is just the new form of the circus, y'all. That's all it is. They perform in the circus every day. That's all. You got it, y'all. So you got to understand what this is about. The new form of entertainment is clowns. So they have to do clown stuff. But the clown stuff get tickets to the show every day. And that's how they make their money. But when it's all over, they always going to be known as clowns. So that means even when they 50s, they're going to still be clowns. Now, you think we laughing at them now? Imagine Blueface, when they get Jay-Z and Beyonce, hey, when they be that age, they're going to be super clowns. Ain't nobody going to respect them. They ain't nobody but Diddy and Cassie. Don't get it twisted. That's who they are. They more like Diddy and Cassie. Y'all got it? What was Diddy and Cassie doing in that room? Getting twisted on that pink stuff. That's what they be doing. But y'all more like Cassie and Diddy, get it right. Y'all better hope Beyonce and Jay-Z don't get y'all Kick channel shut down. I'm just saying that for a reason, y'all. They more like Diddy and Cassie. They better get that part right. All right, let's go. Let's go, y'all. So yes. Biggie Small estate is gone. It is ghost. That money is ghost. So when they showed us Biggie family in Jamaica, and then his great-grandmother 104, man, they ain't getting a penny. The estate is gone, y'all. It's gone. But the trial of Biggie estate been going on since last summer. Now you're able to see how it was very quiet. But it's gone now, y'all. It's gone. And like I said, in reality, Biggie never made it out of Brooklyn. I'm actually what I asked the people yesterday. Where was Biggie Smalls' mansion at? New York, stand up, Brooklyn. Where was Biggie's mansion? That's a trick question. That's a trick question. Catch the episode. All right, let's go, man. Let's go. It's a lot of stuff going on, y'all. How many of y'all been keeping up with that boring ass trial? Anyway, I'm just waiting till they get in the courtroom. I'm waiting till it get to the details. You get it? But I was watching the media, the real media, milking that. No, y'all know what I peeped to? I'm gonna tell y'all all right now. This how's playing out in the media. The Keefe D trial is for the old heads that didn't know nothing about Tupac and Biggie. Yeah. You know how our elders be in the house watching CNN all day? Yeah, it's for old people that didn't know nothing about it. Yeah, that's all it's for. That's why they keep showing it the same thing and breaking it down. I tell you, that stuff ain't for us. But remember, it's a national topic around the world now. So they have to keep breaking it down, repeating the whole story. Because remember, nobody knows about this stuff, y'all. This is what I meant by only we know. The same thing with Diddy. Only we knew about the allegations and rumors. Same thing with Tupac, Biggie. We knew about the rumors and stuff our whole life. But the new world don't know about it. Young people and older people. My mother, people like that. My mother don't know about Biggie and Pop. But my mother now can sit on the couch, watch CNN, and it's interesting. It's good drama. Get it? That's what it's playing now. There's some good ass drama like OJ on TV. Yeah, because the elders, they don't know what happened. Because they ain't never listened to hip hop. Now we always heard about that Tupac, but they don't know about him. So now, when it's on TV, it look like some good entertainment. You know what I'm saying? So I'm flipping through the news. They doing a whole segment. I'm talking about hours and hours still talking about it. I'm like, man, but I forgot. No, they got to go through the whole story. They got to break it down for everybody that's new, and they going through it. You know what I'm saying? But I was just showing y'all, man, this era is closing out, and I'm showing you this for a reason, man. Sean Diddy Combs, wild party aftermath, exposed, stained sheets, lubricant, condoms, white stuff, and razors. So Meek Mill, I don't know why you try to lie. Meek Mill try to say he tried to say it's a conspiracy against him, y'all. They online making fake news on me. They trying to take a black man down. See that? Black man take him down in bedroom. He come outside, say they trying to take a black man down. No, Meek. No. All right. So Meek Mill wanted us to think Diddy spent $25,000 on his birthday that night for nothing. I'm gonna leave it at that, y'all. Just get this to your head one more time. Yeah, and that they like to still show their face. Let's go. Sean Diddy, wild party aftermath, exposed, stained sheets, lubricant for cars, rubbers, blow, and razors. All right, popcorn brain. Let's go. Where it is, Diddy did Michael dirty too. Where it is, the diddler got Michael too, y'all. That's the word. That's the word. That's the word, y'all. That's the word. You gotta remember, Jermaine Dupri, Janet Jackson, Arista Records, Mike. The word was Diddy was so violent with Mike. Mike didn't want to see his face no more again. Can you imagine what the dealer did to Mike in that house? But you know why I also brought that up? Let's ask another question, y'all. Do you think it's a coincidence him and Michael got accused of the same thing? Think it's a coincidence? Could be. But word is Diddy got Mike, y'all. That's the word. What's up, hip hop culture? Hey, my young generation, pause real quick. This was a group back in the day when I was young called the Jungle Brothers. But they also down with Zulu Nation. The light-skinned one, he called himself Little Baby Bam, Little Bambaataa. That's Little Bambaataa right there in that white. But my point is, can't you see what hip-hop always was? Yeah, the one in the white bust his ass on stage last night looking like an old man. He bust his ass the other day. Do you see what hip-hop culture really is? Did not tell on this channel, family already know what it is. And the more they get older, you'll see it for yourself. They from Diddy era. The Jungle Brothers. Now you see why they call the Jungle Brothers? All right. Tell you this what y'all, it's gonna come out later. Let's go, man. You ain't gotta know about hip-hop, you ain't gotta know nothing. I just want everybody to understand. This is what hip-hop always was. Let's go. See that? This is what hip-hop always was. You see what type of environment he in? When I was talking about, we was talking about this. I spoke about it, but I want to confirm it for y'all. You see what I'm saying? When I was talking about this, them certain clubs, all right, look at this club right here. When they was the Ciroc boy, I'll tell you, I was joking, but within the joke is the truth. Ciroc boys. See the bottle? Look at the club. They throw it off, have one woman right there, I guess, but look at that back. Look in there. You can see what kind of, you see what Diddy at, right? Tell you, my point was, he didn't hide nothing. It was in our face. Because that Ciroc had to move in every club. Remember that part. That's why there ain't no discrimination against the rainbow. When you trying to make money, that Ciroc got to sell. So I told you, they just didn't want us to know hip-hop. They didn't want the tough guys of hip-hop to know. Everybody in hip-hop always knew these secrets. It's just when they went into gangster rap, everybody went undercover, started playing these tough guy roles. They started promoting guns and violence to hide. And we were the generation, hard and tough, sold drugs. We didn't know about this stuff. We had to be tricked. But they knew what it was the whole time. You know what I'm saying? So what happened is, as we got older, it just started coming out. That's all it was. Then they all try to suppress it. Shh, I don't know what's going on. All this rainbow stuff in hip hop and all this. They knew exactly what this shit was, y'all. It's just that we were young. They were able to pull the wool over our eyes. But in reality, Diddy was always outright. Always. That's why 50 said he was in the hallway. Because he was. Our whole life. I'm going to tell you again. When Diddy had S-curls, we knew what was up with him back then. He had S-curl. We in the hood with nappy heads, fades. He had an S-curl. And he had a full S-curl. We knew what that meant. Because my goddamn Uncle Carl had an S-curl. And he was kind of zesty. Yeah, man. We knew what that meant. Little Richard, man. Diddy had that same hairstyle like Quincy Jones and them, man. We knew what that meant. But we respected our elders. We didn't care about that. But no, y'all. They hid it. They didn't want us to know what Diddy was. They knew what Diddy was and he was wearing Jerry curls, man. Stop. Let's go. Thank you very much, bro. Thanks. Now check it out, y'all. I just wanted y'all to see. It's about being mature and growing up. This stuff always been around. See that? They in a rainbow club right here. So we'll leave it at that. Just tell you ain't nothing new. When I was joking on French and Max B, no, somebody got to get that money. Hey, the truth is, y'all, if they got a club and lifestyle, they need music, and somebody got to do it. Because them rappers been doing it. They've been doing it, y'all. Walkthroughs, the Rainbow Club, all that, man. That's why I say they punks, y'all. The reason why I say they punks, because they try to hide it. They know damn well they was doing walkthroughs, getting big bucks. Yup, it was. Because you got promoters. You got show people. Promoters promote all clubs. So if it's 50,000 on the table, 50,000, 30,000, 25, they going to get that money. 60,000, big Rainbow event, they were picking up them bags. Told you, man, we adults now, y'all. We adults. So I study all this from a grown perspective, man. And I said, look, you look at a lot of those pictures, they weren't in straight. I've been to straight clubs a lot, so I know. I'm noticing like those ain't no straight clubs they in. Because in a straight club, back then, women and men be together. So I'm like, how they got all these pictures with no woman and men together? That's not a normal club. Now they be in a club like that. Get it? Let me say it again. Now they be in a club. Generation Z, get it? They be in a club like that. All the women right there, all the men right there. So really, in reality, you go to a straight Generation Z club, it's gonna feel like a zesty club. Why? Because all the people separated. That's the rainbow clubs. The studs be with the studs, and that's how they club be. Cause I started noticing in the pictures, like, hold on, bust around all these minutes. Where the damn woman at? It's a club, right? It's impossible to take a picture in the club and you don't get multiple women in the picture. That's impossible, y'all. You know what I'm saying, y'all? Especially around a bar. I take pictures at the bar, no woman in the background. We by the speaker, we by the dance, we take a picture by the dance floor, no woman in the picture. So I got it clear. I said, nah, bro, they was going to them clubs. That's who they are. All right, I'm just saying that they don't got to be ashamed of themselves. That's why I told them, man, some of y'all need to put y'all colors back on. All right? Word is, man, Diddy abused Mike. Word is, Diddy was abusive with everybody, man. That's why they want him gone. All my people from back, all my people that saw American Me, you remember when they was in that boy's home? And that dude did, y'all know what that dude did? Remember he took it from that dude, he put that knife to him. He took it from him in that dorm. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I think that's what Diddy was doing to them, y'all. He was taking it like that. Yeah. Now let's go forward. All jokes aside. Drake has been doing a lot of positivity, right? But it's not cool. Remember that. He does what he's supposed to do. Entertain. Be funny. See, but I told you, your culture want to make everything hard, tough. See? I ain't tough unless I pistol whip you. So I got to pistol whip you. I got to pull out the firearm on you. I got to do something dirty to you. Then you respect me. You guys are backwards, see? Okay, so if Drake do something gangster, go to jail, then they going to say, man, Drake is a real one. They slow, y'all. But Drake be trolling them, y'all. This is what I'm trying to tell you. He been going around taking pictures with fans. Meaning, he been calling fans up random online. He been doing a lot of stuff playing around with his fans and fan base. I done seen him do many things. Get him Escalade. Yes, all gimmicks for the album, but look how he chooses the positive paths. Man, I'd rather just show love to my fans and other people. I don't. See, that's why I say, this how he wins. I'm going to just beat them by being a good guy. And I'm saying that because you always going to see the energy towards him is negative, but he trolls them by being positive. Yeah. So this is a rapper from Detroit. He did a pop-up on her. Long story short, I wanted y'all to just see this is stuff Drake be doing. They also was mad. They was mad at Drake ever since he did that video and gave out $1 million. They was mad at that too. That's why I say, y'all, there's a lot. I've been watching this for years. When he gave out $1 million in that video, he was trolling. He was. Cause he was like, y'all don't do that. Y'all rappers don't give away no money like me. Trolling. So just remember, man, Drake floats the engine. But I also think a lot of it is man crushes. That's what a lot of it is just man crushes, man. If you ask the average man right now that don't like Drake, why you don't like Drake? I don't know, man, but let's move on. This is what they say, y'all. I'm speaking on this to bring up to date what I've been talking about. When I spoke about, from what I see, academics, and I'm going to say Poetic Flacco are the only people from a generation on the come up. They are a bridge. They're a bridge. They know the older generation, they know the young generation. And they're the only ones speaking out about certain things. But I also understood it's a separation, y'all. Ever since Jay-Z came back out attacking people, ever since y'all been picking and choosing, I told you, it's revenge. A lot of this is revenge from the Drake Kendrick. Y'all said Drake was finished. Y'all said he was done. Y'all say he was never coming back. He come back to troll y'all with 3 albums. He come back for his generation, his fans, his people. Now the tables have turned. Now all the light and attention on the old heads. Who's that? The ones with no career. They being labeled as haters. They being labeled as a lot of stuff. But check this out, what academics said. All the 40-plus hip-hop commentators, YouTubers, who admittedly all ride Jay-Z DIC. They want Drake to turn into a grandpa like Jay. While everyone else, who are millennials to Generation Z, they rock with Drake. They rock with him doing streams, entertaining, silly stuff, having fun. Because it ain't that serious. Exactly. Jay-Z fans mad at Drake still current. Exactly. Drake is doing what entertainers supposed to do. Entertain. Tap in with your fans. Y'all, they brain from a dumb era. They don't understand he's an entertainer. Degrassi. Entertaining. Meaning the people. The people. Then what I tell them? I said, guys, it don't matter if the whole America turn on Drake. He still got fans. You ain't going to take it from him. Because what I've been to, he streams around the world. I told them in their peanut brain and their small category of blackness, they are still the smallest on the map. It's reality, y'all. When people go into reality, you will gain your respect. He's one of the top world streamers. Let me find out you never knew that. That's why on this channel, we're laughing at y'all when y'all say his career is over. It wasn't true. It was a lie. Y'all all spread lies. Y'all spread lies about he was worse than Diddy. Y'all spread lies his career was over. Ain't nobody made an apology. They just come back like it never happened and keep going again. No, it's called making money off Drake's name. It's called using them for topics. Because how was his career over when the whole time he was what? On the radio. And what? One of the top world streamers. Google it right now, idiots. Since when hip-hop started talking without hip-hop facts, y'all? That's why academics is saying what I've been saying. It's about who you like. Now, if you don't like Drake, just say it. I just don't like Drake. I don't know why. I just don't like him. That's one thing. But when you keep trying to play this entertainment game or the charts and the clout and the people, that's a different discussion. Y'all trying to make people somebody. Told you, it's a predator mentality. You're not gonna make the younger generation like you. And the more y'all keep trying, you're looking like Geppettos. The young generation look at it like y'all a bunch of Geppettos trying to blame Drake. All right, so I'm just trying to tell you what it is. I'm giving you the formula of the hate is now backfiring. What academics saying? Look, he's telling you right here. I've been seeing this. This is what people saying now. Like, boom. The old heads are the one disgruntled, trying to keep their era going, which is cool. But the old heads are trying to also doodle on the young generation, not acknowledging them, not watching they come up. I do. That's why I stay in the loop. Ain't nothing old head about me. So this is why I told you, I'll watch people with no name if I watch old head. Sorry. It's not personal, just y'all not entertaining, man. And I know all y'all stories. So to y'all, being that I know y'all also, being that I know like celebrity, like they can't tell no real stories, that's what make them corny. You see what I'm saying? So, and I'm saying that we going somewhere with it. The word is, right? Like I said, here go Tretch. No disrespect to Tretch. Tretch was on with Tony Yayo and them. Y'all also know Tretch, his claim to fame, he rolled for years, was his relationship with Tupac. But I didn't really see no end results of Tupac. We'll leave that at that. But this what they mean. This ain't personal, Yayo. This just what's going on. They say that y'all are just focused on trying to keep y'all era relevant. That's what makes it worse, y'all. Because it's like y'all fugazi hip-hop people. How the hell are y'all hip-hop, rap culture, black culture, but you ain't showing no respect to the young people coming up at all? Like, they just nobodies. Or you're not taking your time to do the homework to get in tune with some of the new people. So they accepted it. And they said to young people, they don't want nothing to do with y'all. They don't want nothing to do with the old hip. They don't want nothing to do with this culture. They don't give a damn. That's why the only two people they respect is Biggie, Tupac, and 50 Cent. You know, Jay-Z, whatever. But other than that, y'all, I told y'all all, y'all were trying to hold on to this era too long. Now the young people done drew the line because it's exposed. It's exposed as the older generation is a bunch of haters trying to stay relevant, don't respect the young, taking all the shine for themselves, at the same time making fools of themselves. Making fools of themselves. Why? The young people know the truth. They know the charts. The young people was raised online when everybody now in their 50s was too good to be online. So what I'm telling you is a separation, man. Naughty by Nature's Tretch says the group will never reunite again. The question is, y'all, be honest. Do you think anybody cares? It's starting to look like y'all will go out y'all way to interview anybody. I don't know if it's to help. I don't know. But just know, man, it's a separation, man. Hip-hop culture was never separated. Just like Stedman and Oprah. All right, y'all, we got the facts today. I told y'all it was not just the 1800s. Stedman is Oprah's personal property. Stedman has been in bondage by Oprah for 40 years. Did y'all know Stedman sleeps in a special house on property? Did you know that Stedman can't leave? Did you know that Stedman's whole purpose is whenever she got approved, she got a man, that's his job? Y'all didn't get it, man. This man, Stedman, been in bondage. This man, that's her personal servant. So, being that Oprah been getting this backlash, now she want to come out with Stedman as a front. But no, y'all, let me get this right. I didn't know all these. I didn't know it's part of the fact. Like I said, man, I'm just telling you what's being said. These are because like I said, I don't follow Oprah personal life like that. But it's being said that Stedman always lived with Oprah on her property in his own house. But I know what that really is, see? There's like a plantation, master at his house, and then he had other houses for you know who. Stedman was Oprah's personal slave. She might have put his ass in a lifetime contract. I think so, y'all, real talk. But y'all always talking about freedom. This woman might have had that man doing everything. He got to be her man when she feel like it. But she also used him for other things, making that man cut the grass, making that man do the flowers, making that man cook dinner. Man, she probably had him doing everything, goddammit. Stedman, go to the store. Stedman, come pick up the badge from the airport. She probably was working his ass his whole life. Whole time, man, Stedman a goddamn servant. Whole time. He can't leave. Where's Stedman going? You see what I'm saying? If Oprah been taking care of his whole life and he said, I'm ready to leave, what are you going to do? I literally think she been holding that man in contract. That's the word. Because when I found out he lives on a separate house on her property. Before I start thinking plantation. I know what that means. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all know, hey, master them in a big house. Hey, the rest of the families, they're in the small houses. So that's how it was. That's the same thing I was telling y'all with Smokey Robinson. Smokey Robinson had it the same way, y'all. Smokey Robinson had personal servants. Cold word, same thing. If I say indentured servant, same thing. When Smokey had to a woman not supposed to be here on his property, no, a lot of rich people had servants. I told you, it goes with the cartels. They wasn't just getting drugs from cartels, y'all. They also get women, men, workers. You see? Buy them. Y'all not getting this. Look, remember y'all heard about cartels and people that sneak people over? Well, a lot of them people, they sneak over. See, you could take 5 of them. Say you go to Oprah. I got 5 for you, Oprah. What can he do? He's a gardener. Hear him right here? He do roofs, houses, plumbing. This, I got 2 cooks for you. Yeah, back in the country where they from, top-notch chef right here, Oprah. See that? Sell them to Oprah. Okay, I'll give you $20,000 for each one. But now, guess what? Oprah got them forever. You got them forever. We ain't got to pay them. They ain't supposed to be here. You take care of them. They can do. I mean, they got their own property. They live with Oprah, rich mansion. In the Smokey case, Smokey said come to the bedroom. But that's what they were doing, y'all. You got to remember, the old school people never thought it was going to be technology. This thing called tracking was never popular. It was never this thing called see-through people's house. No, these are the things that was happening. These are the things ICE was fighting for. So when a lot of y'all was against ICE, y'all wasn't looking at, it also was people in this country that were kidnapped. They're not supposed to be here. They came in illegal, But see, it was another thing going on y'all don't understand. See, it was people trying to come in. They get with the cartel to sneak them in. Cartel do them dirty, take all their paperwork. Give me that. About to sell your ass. Take your ass to California, sell them to rich people. Sell them to businesses. You gonna work in the back. You gonna cook in the fry. You gonna do the, like, in this spot we got in the restaurant, y'all gonna cook in this shit every day for the rest of y'all life. And they're paying a little fine, you know what I'm saying? But that's how it was going down, y'all. They were literally dealing with slaves. Yes. So I went through all that because that's what Smokey Robinson in trouble for right now, y'all. And I'm throwing that at you. Because people feel like Oprah with the same program, y'all. You see what I'm saying? With Stedman. Let's go. Some people thought that Stedman was dead and buried on Oprah's land. I ain't see Stedman in a minute neither. So some people thought he was buried on her land. Let me just ask, why the hell they saying that? Because nobody ever sees him. Glad he's alive. So Oprah can now focus on Stedman after closing her possible, I ain't going to say those words, all school, basically her school. They saying, oh, now you want to bring out Stedman after that news came out in your school, huh, Oprah? Why did this Oprah endeavor fail? They talking about that school. Why did the school fail? Was it a lack of funding? Was it because the truth came out? Why? People saying that she doing this as a distraction because Oprah been getting a lot of bad news. And people want to know, why was that school getting all that bad news, Oprah? What was really going on at that school? And people assume that Oprah was at that school, and I'm not going to say nothing else. I'm going to leave it at that. And I told y'all, Oprah is accused of being friends with everybody. And that is her downfall. She been trying to duck and fight. She been getting it worse than Jay-Z. In reality, Oprah is accused of worse stuff than Jay-Z. And to be technical with you, Oprah's accused of more dirty stuff than Diddy and Jay-Z too. Put together. This what's being said on her. So I keep, every time she show her face, she get roasted. Every time, y'all. So I don't know what's up with Oprah, man. You see this? They saying some people thought Stedman was dead. What kind of talk is that? A lot of rumors on them, y'all. A lot of rumors. A lot of parties. They said this why she bringing Stedman out, y'all. She been ducking and dodging for a minute. She can't duck none of this bad news. Harvey Weinstein, the diddler. You see what I'm saying? Now you see why she was trying to fry Michael Jackson? Who was trying to fry Michael Jackson on those docs? Huh? Who was trying to fry Michael Jackson with those docs? Who tried to make up that foul documentary on Michael Jackson? Was it not Oprah? Now look at Oprah was putting stunts, distractions. I can't let them know I was with Jeffrey. Shit, before they knew I was with Jeffrey, shit. We about to drop this doc on Mike. All right? Let's go. I noticed that whenever stuff get hot, somehow Michael Jackson come back out. Let's go, y'all. Let's go. Only brought Stedman out to take the attention of Oprah closing those girls' schools and Gayle King. Y'all know recent, she was with Gayle. No, it came out that her and Gayle King are what? Lovers. When Gayle King said she don't know why Oprah never wanted to address the issue. We'll leave it at that. Oprah, they say really, but who cares? They could just keep hiding. Who cares? Seems like a lifeless relationship. Who cares? It's too late. Told you they all done. Let's move on, y'all. Let's move on, man, because they all boring. Who care about Stedman and Oprah? The point is, Stedman is and always has been a beard. For they say he's a beard. Y'all know what a beard is? Guys, that's the other trick in Hollywood. No, 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 no. This is not just about no men. Do y'all know how many men in this game you think are men but ain't men? Straight beards. Those are facts. Yep. Let's go. They say Stedman is a beard. They really try to say They're a girl and female relate, man. Come on, man. Dude lives in his own home on her property. Only shows up with her a few times a year per his agreement with Oprah. Contract. Like I said, she had that fool in a contract, y'all. They ain't married. Contracts. In entertainment, a lot of these relationships were contractual. That's why after the contract up, they come with the fake breakup. When that contract ain't worth it no more, they break up. The contract is good for both of their career. Once again, it's an old Hollywood formula. If y'all was to study Hollywood, if y'all wasn't racist, you studied the whole Hollywood, you would know this. All right? It was always good for brands that go back to the 60s, 50s. That go back. They understood that. Celebrity couples together, they both benefit from it. But when they don't, time to break up. You see? Time to break up. Because it's like Blueface and CHRISEAN. You see how they keep each other big. What else they notice? They probably noticed that, CHRISEAN big by herself. Yeah, Blueface by herself, but together. See that? All right. We almost we going through it, y'all. We got a little something. But yeah, nobody looks at Oprah as innocent, y'all, at all. Oprah, I don't know what to say about her, but here you go right here. Get this part right. When I tell you it's no more secrets, this is everyday life. This is what it is. People need to grow up. But they tell you now, like, all the celebrities blazing the trail to acceptance. You see that person to the right? That's a woman. You know what I'm saying? The so-called bids of Hollywood, some of them you ain't gonna know. So like I said, I done seen they got bid TV, they wearing suits, a lot of that stuff. They bid, some of them are. Yeah. But I want y'all to understand that this always been in this game, and this is why Diddy was so freaky. Because you know what I'm saying? That's why they was because it's all these different things going on. Yeah, it was always around. Always. So these were the secrets of this game. That the old heads try to keep a secret, but the old heads also are the most willing participants. It just played out through Diddy. All right? So I'm saying all that because y'all now can finally see where this thing is at. No, the whole game is Blueface and CHRISEAN. It was high upper echelon, intelligent, talented. It's not based on talent no more. Now it's based on freaky, weirdo behavior. So everything that was done in the dark, Diddy and Cassie. What's that? Everything Blueface and CHRISEAN do outright. That's what Diddy and Cassie was just doing behind the scenes. Acting stupid, beating on each other, getting high. No, all they did now, entertainment now is monetizing dysfunction. Now look at it like if this was Diddy and Cassie in a reality show, how big it would have been. See? No, it's called monetized dysfunction. And the only thing in this game now is this. Everything that went on in their dark, it is now in the light. Nothing hidden no more. So when you see them, all Diddy dysfunction was held behind the scenes. All they drug use, but we seeing Diddy all these years, not knowing he on Molly, all this stuff behind the scenes. They said this man Diddy had bathtubs full of baby oil behind the scenes. You see? And I'm saying that because this could be CHRISEAN rocking Blueface in a tub of baby oil in our face. But you ain't gonna know. I'm just saying everything is out right now. That's the only difference. Everything that was hidden is outright, and that also applies to people's sexuality or the sexual code of this game. All genres, all people, all nations, all religions, all everything. And that's why they doing articles. Excuse me, I'm gonna get to that. They got mutant rats in New York. Nah, they let it be known. All the people, not all the people, but letting the world know, like, it's a lot of people in Hollywood that you think is this, but they're really that. In many, many forms. It's right here. That also goes for race. You can think this person that race, they really a whole nother race. You can think this person from that country, they from a whole nother country. That's how this game is. It's all entertainment mixed up. So other than that, all this is what they were hiding all these years, y'all. Now let's all just be honest. Guys, didn't we always assume Michael Jackson was zesty? I assumed that young. He had a glove, but I never looked at Michael. I didn't care. But I always looked at him as zesty. I mean, get it? So this is what this game always been. What they say, Michael don't talk like that for real. You're not looking at it like Michael was talking like a woman. That's why he talked like that. He was being zesty. Y'all say Michael got a deep voice. Somebody said Michael called and his real voice. They was like, who this? But no, that was Mike. Got to go into it. You know what I'm saying? Michael be talking like a little, yeah. So my point is, y'all, this stuff is nothing new. It's part of entertainment. Because when you go, this is where it really come from, right? See, back in them days, when they go in a room with them executives, they can't talk with no bass in their voice. So the executives wouldn't be scared. They had to talk like Michael Jackson voice. You know how they say inside voice, fool. So when you're in front of executives, you got to talk real nice. And that's where it come from. Let's go. Let's go, YouTube. I got it for you now, YouTube. Here you go. Here go these changes. Check it out. To start a YouTube channel now, wow. This is what they did, YouTube. To start your channel before, you needed 4,000 watch hours. Then I heard they changed it. Now they flipped it back and doubled it. When you start a YouTube channel now, to even be monetized, you got to have 8,000 hours. They doubled it. Basically, for those who don't get it, they made it harder now to start a YouTube channel. Which means what I said, as people start to lose their channel, people get pushed off, it's going to be harder for you to reboot and restart. Remember what I told you, they getting the trash off of here? This is what it's all about. You will now have to meet higher requirements. So now you see why your boy been telling y'all all this stuff going somewhere else because of corporation. Did not tell y'all all that low level, janky, negative, all this BS going to be wiped out. And first going to happen is they're going to start. First, it's a game. You ain't going to get no real money. Slow their channels up. Slow their channels up. When they do got commercials, give them commercials, they'll pay. And then, as they keep getting filthy and filthy, take their monetization. And as they beefing with each other, their channels ain't going to grow. But what's going to happen is the people that's established going to get better, go further. But they also are making it where if you lose your channel or your monetization, it will be hard as hell to build your channel back up. That said, if you already are in the program, you don't got to worry about. This for new people. For those looking to join, you will need to hit double the metrics of previous threshold. Double from how I started and everybody else. You got to do double to even get money now. Told you YouTube was officially on lockdown. Y'all didn't respect it, got new owners. I try to tell you that. I know what's up. Only certain people going to get certain numbers, y'all. Tell you what's up. When they took over this thing, they also put their own YouTubers on here, man. For those looking to join, you will need to hit double the metrics of the previous threshold for long-form videos. This means 8,000 view hours. 8,000 hours in views. Not 8,000 views, 8,000 hours. Before to get monetized, you needed 4,000 watch hours. Do you know how many damn movies that is? You know how many movies they had to watch on this channel before you get, all right, now they doubled it, 8,000. You know how many movies you got to make? Remember, not clicks, views, watch hours. These are the things I brag about on my channel, watch hours. I'll show y'all one day. I didn't look since I showed y'all last year. Watch hours. So now y'all get what I said? Finally, I can show y'all what I mean. When I say YouTube don't care about no damn views, it's about watch hours. Not just how long you go live. How long did people actually sit and watch the damn shit? Before YouTube, you got views, and somebody come watch and leave, come back, you get views. Now they want, it's analytics. They want to know who is actually sitting watching from front to back. Who watching? Okay, you did a video for an hour. Who watched for a half hour? Who watched for 45 minutes? Those are the real numbers. I told y'all this game. Y'all gonna keep chasing clicks and views, but it don't mean nothing. It's about watch time, like a real TV show. Also, I told y'all, like, when y'all be streaming live events that ain't your content, like, it's not wrong if y'all, like, when y'all streaming, like, Keefy D trial, YouTube got to set up, you're going to get no real money off that. It's not your original content. It's not your original content, and you're recycling content. So YouTube like this, do you think we're stupid to give you top-notch ads because you're streaming another platform? No, it don't work like that. I tell you, it don't work like that. When you're streaming somebody else's content, YouTube is smart enough, the algorithm, you ain't getting no big ads. So they got it set up where just because you go live a long time don't mean you're going to make a lot of money. YouTube got it now. You go live a long time and don't make a penny. Told all these fools how the game work. Here go the proof. Now, if you just starting, you got to double. You got to have 8,000 hours of views. This is what I was trying to tell you. When people come out of nowhere and just blow up, I said it don't work like that. Fool, you ain't even prove to us 8,000 watch hours. If you just started your channel, how the hell do people watch 8,000 hours of content on your channel? You ain't even got enough content on your channel for 8,000 hours. So there's mad ways I've been through. I know everybody came into the game. I know who channels real and who ain't. I know down with people who not. Because it's an algorithm. So there's ways you can't hide a cheat. If I was a company want to give out money, I know exactly what YouTube to get the money to. See what I'm saying? I would know exactly what YouTubers to invest in right now. So it's right here. If you want to do shorts, guess how many views you got to get paid off shorts? Woo-wee. You would need 20 million views. That's not hours, that's views. You need 20 million views in 20 days. You got to get 20 million views in 20 days. That's impossible. That's impossible. You got to get 20,000 views. No, excuse me, 20 million views in 20 days to join up from 10 million views. It used to be 10 million views. So you might want to start your YouTube up by shorts. You got to get 20 million views in 20 days. That shit impossible, y'all. How I know that? Even when I post shorts, YouTube don't push them like that. A lot of stuff ain't being pushed. Told you this community ain't being pushed. When y'all talk about these different things, I want y'all to get the black department of YouTube is different from every other department. Hopefully y'all get it. One day y'all will get offline and look at this shit like a consumer and get what I'm saying. Y'all talk about the streets, they made it just like the streets. Low level. Now they making it hard. See that? This to stop all the AI and to stop all the janky content creators. Oh, guess what? To qualify, no fake views. Told you the last step is people with fake views gonna be getting their ass knocked off of here. Yeah, all YouTube been doing is building their revenue. I'm gonna give y'all the clues again, what they've been doing. This is why I say YouTube smart. All they want to know is who really on here spending money, whose channels are real, what's real. Because once we know that, once we know our real money, and then we know all the fake money, we ain't get their ass out of here. That's how it's gonna be. Same thing like this. We're not gonna have a record store with bootleg CDs in there. Why the hell would we do that? We're not gonna have a Macy's and bootleg clothes. YouTube gonna be the same way. All that bootleg, lying, fake shit, they gonna kick it off. Watch. They just using everybody now to keep the revenue going. But as soon as they can choose between corporate and low level getting out of here. And that's why I tell people this is a streaming, like low-level radio show, podcast. But for all you that be on that camera and all y'all that be doing views, man, y'all gonna pay. You know what I'm saying? That's right. I'm telling y'all, this also is for anybody that think they're gonna start a YouTube channel. And it's for anybody that lose their YouTube channel. If you try to come back, you got to double everything up. And now it's also set up where you will disappear in this algorithm. So I told y'all all what's happening. YouTube is under control. Meanwhile, you got mutant rats evolving and spreading across New York. Mutant rats, y'all. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, mutant rats as well. We're going to leave it at that. That also means a lot of people in New York snitching, telling on each other, too. A lot of mutant rats walking around. All right? Now, why am I showing you this? Because Tiffany Haddish, she just got charged, y'all. Meaning Tiffany Haddish, that DUI, yeah, she guilty in that DUI case. See Tiffany Haddish with Diddy? All right. This is what I want to show y'all, right? Get out and vote. Andrew Gullum hosts Diddy, Tiffany Haddish, and Monica DJ Khaled performances. This is what y'all think voting is. That's my point. This is the generation that got y'all into voting like that. This is the generation that got y'all into politics. But what you better get coded in is now. This is what it meant. It meant that when it comes to y'all in politics, y'all are a joke. The same thing that played out when Megan was twerking. But I'm going to tell you again, you never see the big picture. Do you think anybody with a right mind took this stuff serious? Do you think this had anything to do with integrity? Why do y'all be online talking about politics? No, everything for y'all is a party. But what you don't get is nobody takes y'all serious. You're a big joke. Because y'all never condoned or condemned the ignorance. And the big joke is, this who y'all generation is. Y'all old as hell, not even qualified to talk nothing serious. The most failed grown-ups, failed politic-wise, religious-wise, educational-wise, straight failures. High intellectual criminals, though. Professors with street degrees. They got masters in hoeing, all that. But the truth is this, y'all, all jokes aside. I knew that all this stuff meant it been over. Everything been a joke, y'all. Can you finally get it? Y'all can argue online all day about race. You think it matter what race they are in that? Do you think it matter what country they from in that? What I'm trying to tell you is, it is no longer about race. It is about behavior. And being that this is y'all behavior, this is why nobody respects you. So until you fix this behavior, this is what it's going to be. Humiliation into your last days on this earth. And the rest of your generations will forever be on the internet as clowns. All this coded was all of y'all face. It was nothing but a circus. That circus is the same circus as this. You pick and choose. It's all the same circus to me. Got it? So on that note, we're going to get out of here, y'all. We're going to get out of here. CHRISAN Rock said her and Blueface could be bigger than Jay-Z and Beyonce. Maybe they can. As of right now, they are more popular, but they ain't bigger. They'll never be bigger. But right now, they getting their shine. Yeah. Amongst the young people, they are more popular. But popular and bigger are two different things. Popular just means popping right now. That means popping. Amongst the culture, that's what pop means. Pop is short for popular. They are popular. They are a pop culture. When a culture, when a couple is in the house, they're not popular no more. They're in the house. They're chilling. But they're not popular. Got it? All right. They still celebrities, but they're not popping no more. You know what I'm saying? They're not popping right now. It's not about them. All right, y'all, we got it. But I will say one thing about them. I think they are the rich. I think Blueface and CHRISAN is the most successful students for the dark side of the school. That's what I do believe. I think they are the richest. I think they are the most successful special ed students in American history. I do believe that. So I will say this. If children are in special ed to this day, they can be inspired by Blueface and CHRISAN. Yeah. I will say that. The most successful idiots. But they might be good people, though. So like I say, long as Blueface and CHRISEAN ain't abusing nobody, it's okay. But they also do represent your modern culture. So be proud of that too. They are the face of your modern day culture, which really means in this era, y'all don't have no talent. Sorry. Y'all have no talent. All right? That's it. Just y'all have to get paid off y'all ignorance and y'all shenanigans. Other than that, you can't win. Whether it's y'all ignorance, shenanigans, controversy, anger. You can't win without that. You can't make it. Can't be heard. So when you can fix that, then you'll be shouted again. But until then, as far as I know, Blueface and CHRISEAN in the tub of baby oil. I don't know. We're going to get out of here, y'all. Enjoy y'all day. Thank y'all for tapping in. Stupid is as stupid does. So if you ain't stupid, none of this apply to you. None of it does. So y'all also stop reacting to shit that don't apply to you. That's right. It is an individual choice who you believe, look up to, and follow. And that is words from OG Tiger. It is that simple. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the members. I got something else coming later. Y'all stay tuned. We out. One. Everybody enjoy y'all day. Thank y'all all for participating. Like button, comment section. I appreciate people if you share this on your platform, screenshot, whatever. I appreciate that. Other than that, man, I will see y'all soon. Y'all enjoy y'all day. We out. One.